question is regarding J.D. Vance's Naval Academy speech that you also covered on your show earlier this week, I think. What do you think is the meaning behind the sort of strategic shift of U.S. foreign policy and diplomacy that he spoke in length about? Thank you.
So the question is about the shift in American foreign policy and what it represents right now. I will say that I think there are multiple strains of foreign policy that are currently playing out simultaneously inside the Trump administration, and the result is a lot of uncertainty. I'm not sure that anyone has sort of a solid read on what the next move from the Trump administration will be in, say, Ukraine, or with regard to Israel, with regard to Iran, with regard to China. Right? There are a bunch of strains that are competing. So the speech that you mentioned, J.D. Vance's speech at the Naval Academy, what he was rejecting was, I think, a straw man that's been burned 20 years ago, essentially. He's saying that we will no longer engage in the sort of interventionist Wilsonian philosophy that led to the war in Iraq. I'm not sure how many Americans at this point raise their hand when you say, if you know then what you know now, would you go to war in Iraq? Like, how many hands go up? The answer is probably 0. So he's fighting against an impulse that no longer exists in the American body politic. The question is, what does he mean practically? And so I've always believed that President Trump understands peace through strength, which was sort of Trump 1.0, which was, we don't have interests in every conflict all along the globe. We don't have to get involved in every conflict. But where we do have interests, we have to muscularly defend those interests. And the only thing, in some cases, that defends those interests is the credible threat of use of force. And that's why, for example, when it comes to Ukraine, I've taken the position that President Trump is right that he wants to get to an off-ramp. I've been calling for an off-ramp in Ukraine since August of 2022. But if you actually want to get Vladimir Putin to an off-ramp, you actually need to up the pressure on Putin, because Zelensky right now is actually giving Trump everything he wants. He gave him a 30-day ceasefire. He's giving him the rare earth minerals deal. He's giving him the